Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are just like me and you like to go off-roading, camping, take road trips, or even just want to be prepared for an emergency where you maybe don't have power, but you need to keep your food cold or some drinks cold or medication, then you might want to pick up something like this. This is the SetTower PT30. This is a 30-liter cooler slash freezer slash refrigerator. And I just want to open it up and kind of show you what we're working with here. I picked this up because I like to go on road trips in the summer. I like to go, car camping. I go off-roading, and even more than that, I really just want to have like another means to kind of keep my food cold or medication or, perishables cold if we lose power. I have a generator, and if you watch my channel, I speak a lot about generators and being prepared. But I think a really inexpensive solution is something like this, which is a portable fridge freezer type cooler that runs off of 12 volts DC. Again, this is 30 liters. Let me just read you a couple of specs from the box, and let's do what everybody really wants to see. Let's take it out, let's test it, let's really explore it. So this is the PT30. It's made by SetPower. It's a little over 300 bucks. The price changes here and there. I will post the link on the channel. It runs off of DC, 12 or 24 volts. The net weight is about 28 pounds. And the dimensions, just in case you're wondering, 27 by 15 by 13. So I'm really psyched, like I said, to pick this up. And my plan with this is when I go road tripping or camping or off-roading, or any kind of long adventure, I'm going to throw this in the back of the outdoor prepper mobile and plug it in. I'm going to plug it into my cigarette lighter, but also I want to do a test, and I'll do this in another video, to see can I run this off of like a portable power station like the Blue Eddy AC2A or some other portable power station. And in fact, SetPower makes a portable power station as well, specifically for this. So if I do pick that up, I'm going to review that as well. So let me go get the camera, let me pull it in a little bit closer, and let's check. All right, my first impressions, I love the size. When I was picking this up, I bought it online, I was a little concerned at first because I didn't really know how big or small this would be. They post the dimensions, but you never really know until you actually get it and it's physically in front of you. And I think this is actually the absolute perfect size. I would not have wanted to go smaller, and I don't think I would have wanted to go larger either. So let me just show you what comes in the box. So we've got the user manual and some instructions. And then we've got this bag with basically, our power supply equipment. So we've got, all right, this is the car adapter. It'll plug into your cigarette lighter. And then this will plug right into the cooler. Or we've got our AC adapter, which will do the same. This will plug into the cooler, this will plug into here, and then into an outlet. I actually like this because this tells me that if I want to run this off of a power station, I can definitely do that, and I might be able to get a really long runtime. Just looking at it again from the front, it's actually got a nice little latch here, so it can't just open. You've actually got to undo the latch to open it. Looking inside, we've got two compartments, and like I said before, I picked this up, I did a little research, and you can make either of these a freezer or a refrigerator, or they can both be a freezer or both be a refrigerator. So I'm really excited about that, and I actually do have a temperature gun, so we're going to measure the temperature before and after to actually test this out. Turning it on to the side here. Pretty uneventful. We've just got a handle here. Turning it around to the back, we've got the cooling for the compressor. Over here, we've got our controls, and we'll go over this a little bit more once we plug it in. But this is going to be the temperature up and down for one section, temperature up and down for the other. And it actually shows you here in a little diagram the two different sections, the smaller one and the larger one, on and off, and that is max or economy. So again, we're going to test that all out. And then, sorry about that, right here on the side is where we plug in our 12, 24 volt adapter, either for the car socket or for an AC outlet. So let me get this positioned near an outlet. Let's get it plugged in, And let's test the cooling. And let me get my temperature gun so we can see how fast it cools and if it's accurate. Okay, I've got this plugged in. Everything is all set up. It's not on yet. I just want to open it up. I've got my temperature gun here, so I want to take some readings inside before and after. But I really want to just kind of stress this and hit home that I am really pleased with the quality of the materials of the build. I wasn't really sure what to expect because I've never owned one of these, but this is really nice. I am honestly really excited to take this camping and to take this on some road trips. So let's check the temperature right now. So in this side, 55.4. This side, 55, essentially the same, 55.2. So that's cool. Let's come over here and let's turn this on. I'll kind of show you how this works. And I'm learning this kind of at the same time as you guys because this is the first time I'm opening it up. All right, so this is showing me the larger compartment here is set to 44 and the smaller one is set to 50. I'm sorry, I think that's the temperature currently. So let's, yeah, so the small one, I'm sorry, that's the temperature that it currently is. So I want to set the small one, which is right here, to 0 degrees. That's going to be my freezer. And this one, I think a fridge temperature would be good at about 35. So we're going to set this to 35 for the fridge. We're going to set this one, the freezer, to 0. So time is 7:35. Let's see how long it takes to actually cool down both of these sides, and then we're going to take a reading with the temperature gun to verify that. And while we're doing this, while it's starting to cool, I again want to stress kind of a use case for this. So again, if you're going to take a long road trip somewhere and you want to put some sandwiches in here, maybe some frozen meats that you could, barbecue later or make at your campsite or the hotel or the house that you're going to, this would be an awesome device to do that. You can put this in the trunk if you've got a traditional car. If you've got an SUV, I have a Toyota 4Runner. This could easily go in the back. Most new cars have cigarette lighters in the trunk area now that you could plug this into. And if you don't, this can definitely be run off of a portable power station. And I'm going to do a separate video on one of the power stations, and I'm going to put it to the test and see how long this can actually run for. And the reason why I think this is also great for an emergency is that if you lose power at your home and maybe you don't have a whole house generator or you don't have gasoline on hand or a large generator or maybe you live in an apartment, if this can run as long as I think it can on a portable power station, this could be a game changer. If you're in an apartment and you lose power for a couple of days, put this in your living room on the floor and the kitchen on the floor, plug it into a portable power station, and I think you could probably get at least 24 hours or more, probably a lot more, depending on the size of your power station and how long you want it to run for. So again, let's come back and let's see how long this takes to cool down, and then let's talk some more. I just want to do a real quick check-in. It's been about not even 6 minutes, and we're already down to 43 in the freezer and 44 in the fridge from a little over 55. So it's cooling down really quick. And I'm so excited. I actually wish it was the summertime right now because I want to do a video and show you this in the back of the car, like actually on a road trip. And while I don't have a lot of perishables with me here at the moment, I was trying to see what I could fit in this, and it's really quite big. I mean, you can fit a lot of stuff inside, but its physical dimensions are not, overall that large. I actually think this is the perfect size. But anyway, let's come back. We're already down to 41 now in the freezer. Okay, we are at the 10-minute mark. It's 7:46. We started just after 7:35, and we're already down almost 30 degrees in the freezer. It's almost 30 degrees colder. We're at 26 degrees now. We started at 55.2. We're at 44 in the fridge, and I was just skimming through the owner's manual. This has actually got something that I really appreciate, and it's this low voltage protection. So if your car battery, if you've got this plugged into the car, and for whatever reason your car is off and you've left this in for maybe days and your car battery starts to get low, once this detects 10.9 volts coming from your car battery, it's just going to turn off. That way it doesn't deplete your car battery and you have enough power to restart your car. So I think that is a really cool feature, and I'm very happy that this has it. And I think I mentioned this before, but I just want to stress again, this is a DC fridge freezer unit, and I have it plugged in right now to a wall outlet, but it's using this power brick to convert AC to DC. So that tells me that if I plug this into a portable power station, that it's going to be optimal efficiency, and I really think we're going to get a long runtime with the power station. And in our car with our cigarette lighter, I mean, we're going to have basically unlimited runtime as long as the car is running. And when the car is off, I still think we're going to get a very extended runtime. So let's come back. The heat has turned off down here in the garage where I am right now. So I just want to take a moment to just explain how quiet this is. Let me actually disconnect my microphone, and I'm going to put it next to the compressor. You could barely hear anything. I mean, all I hear is a very, very, very quiet fan, kind of like a computer fan almost. The compressor is totally silent. I really don't hear any noise. There's no vibration. This unit is super quiet. You could literally have this in your bedroom next to your bed and you wouldn't even hear it if you were sleeping. Not that I think that's an appropriate use case for this cooler, but you never know. You want a late night snack? This is super quiet. So anyway, we're at 751 now. 10 degrees on the freezer, 40 degrees on the fridge. Let's come back when we're at temperature. All right, we are at 7:59 and basically less than 25 minutes and we are at temperature. 0 degrees in the freezer and 34 in the fridge. That was pretty fast. And like I said, super, super quiet. So let's get the temperature gun out and check those temps. All right, let's check. In here on the fridge side, we're even a little bit colder. We're at 21.6. But keep in mind, we've got nothing in there. And freezer side, we are at negative 1.8. So I would say this is an awesome success. And yeah, this is nice and cold. Wow. Really, really, really impressed with this. I can't stress this enough. This cooled down super fast. It actually exceeded, what I had it set to by a little bit. But like I said, there's nothing in it. So let's do this. Let's take this. I want to just show you it in the back of the car so you can kind of see, get a gauge of the size. All right, so this is the back of my car. As I've indicated in some other videos, I am an emergency medical technician. So I'm here at the station because I got a lot of nice light to film this. And I'm just taking the cooler and I'm just going to put it in the back of my already extremely full car just so you can kind of get an idea of the size. The back of my car, the cargo area is extremely deep. I could kind of lean all the way in here. I've got a medical kit, I've got a whole car kit, and this fits absolutely perfectly. And right here I've got a 12-volt cigarette lighter and a regular 120 outlet. So I've got two options to plug this in. And I'm also going to try, obviously, one of those portable battery banks. But this fits perfectly in the car, and I think it is just so useful to have the ability to just take some perishables, take some water bottles, some milk, maybe some chopped meat, a hamburger, a steak, refrigerated dog food, refrigerated medicine, whatever it might be, some cheeses. I'm going camping, and this is just absolutely perfect. I just unplugged this a couple of minutes ago. It is still retaining the temperature really nice. This freezer section is literally freezing. So guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed the review of this. If you've got any questions, please ask me. I'm going to put a link to this online on my, on the video and in the description. And I don't get any kickback here. If you want to buy it, buy it. I'm going to just put the link of where I bought it. And I really, really like it. I really recommend it. And stay tuned because I'm going to do another video. I just picked up a portable power bank, and that's why I've mentioned this a few times. But I'm going to do a video. I'm going to bring this inside and plug it into the portable battery bank, and I'll put some food in it. I'll put some drinks, and let's just see how long it lasts, because I really think that this is a viable option for somebody that lives in an apartment, or maybe someone that just doesn't have or want a generator. Maybe you want an option to keep some food and medicine cold. So this solid unit. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe, and check out the next video where we're going to put this through its paces with the portable battery bank.